Hi, I'm Keelan Ballantyne. I'm 17 years old, I'm 5'9", and I'm representing myself. In January, I, along with 30 other evacuees, boarded Carnarvon Castle bound for England. It's twice the size of Llanstefan Castle. Huge. Along the voyage, we lost the ship's carpenter overboard as he closed the hatch to the engine room door. He couldn't swim. And sharks had been tailing the ship for much of our voyage. The ship's captain turned the ship around and signaled to other ships in the area to help. We lowered lifeboats down into the water and searched for hours. We never found him, the poor soul. So we carried on, most of the boys and girls standing at the stern watching as we left the carpenter somewhere unknown in his watery grave. Obviously, the minesweepers in front did their job, and so here I am, back in Somerset, safe and sound. My South African tan is fading. I do miss Monkey. I miss the sun. It's so cold here at home. I don't remember ever being quite this chilly. As you can see, I've been conscripted to the Royal Electrical and Mechanical Engineers. It turned out to be a jolly good opportunity to have guns. And the girls, well, the girls all love this uniform. Most of England is still under rations. There's more rationing here now than when I left 5 years ago during the war. No one knows when the rationing will end. There's not many jobs here either. Most of England's been destroyed. Not here in Somerset, but in other places like London and Coventry. I think myself fortunate to have been conscripted. I've got food, a job, some good chums, and lots of girls. Do you remember the stink years, Mr. Strong? The first years when the water table started to drop and then kept on dropping. No one thought we had much time then, and many of us did questionable things, much like the things that are happening today. There was the looting, of course, and the hoarding. Riots broke out like there was no tomorrow, for there was no tomorrow. But there is always a tomorrow if you are tough enough to cling to it, which is why I've asked you here today. Some people may see me as an evil man, but the truth is, I'm no more evil than you or Miss Pennywise, or those poor people you insist on trying to lead. I'm only a simple man, trying to cling to tomorrow every day, by any means necessary.
And what happens when the drought is over?
Over? Well, we can always hope, I suppose. But until then, our regimen of controlling consumption through the regulating mechanism of cash must continue.
Ah, yes, the regulating mechanism of cash.
Yes. Bobby, I want you to have this cash. And I want you to tell the people that the powers that be grant full amnesty to everyone involved in this week's criminal activities, as long as they are willing to return to the improved fee schedule authorized by the legislature. Don't let it happen again, and have a good time in Rio.
So many tomorrows.
Yes.
But I'm afraid my conscience will cost you more than a pile of cash, Mr. Cladwell. Free access is the only cash I'm interested in.
I thought we had an understanding, Bobby.
Then understand this. If there truly is a way to that bright new day, we'll find it together. All of us, not just the wealthy few. And that means free access.
Free access is impossible!
Then that's what I'll tell the people.
Miss Porter, there you are. You're as difficult to locate as those blasted apes.
And a good morning to you too, Mr. Clayton.
Stop wandering off. I can't trap gorillas and serve as your nanny.
Traps? No violence, Mr. Clayton. We are modern scientists. Your methods are positively medieval.
My traps are extremely modern. Why, every single beast I've ever captured has survived. At least 6 weeks.
You lack any compassion at all for these creatures.
Nonsense! If I see one of its limbs growing infected, I hack it off immediately.
I order you to treat the gorillas with dignity and respect.
Educated people are so naive. What? You think they're simply going to wander into our camp because they like us?
In fact, that was exactly what happened.
Miss Porter, quiet!
I will not. Your attitude towards women is
You!
just as barbaric as your...
Stay away!
Tarzan!
Tarzan?